to the Dealer's Toolbox, a series where we share best practices for running a successful dealership. I'm Allison Miller. I'm a sales engineer here at IDS. Before joining IDS, I was a controller, COO, and general manager of a multi-location RV dealership. Now I'm excited to share what I've learned with you. In this episode of our DMS 101 series, I'll give you some practical tips and questions to ask yourself when considering which dealer management software to pick for your business. First things first, come to your demos prepared. Know what you currently have, fully understand your current system, what works and what doesn't work. And then here's 4 key questions you can ask vendors. Number 1, what kind of support is provided? This is really essential to the ongoing success of your dealership, to make sure that your provider is going to be there for you, not just through the sales process and the implementation process, but also down the road as you need ongoing support and have questions or need help with anything. The second key question to ask is it available out of the box? I've learned this lesson the hard way. I've oftentimes had service providers say, of course it can do that. It can do anything. And what I found is the way to get around the it can do anything answer, which isn't always necessarily the truest answer, is to ask, can it do XYZ out of the box? The problem with it can do anything is usually that means it can do anything with enough time and enough money. And what you're interested in is getting a solid scope of work and a good budget on what this is going to cost you. Number 3, what is the standard timeline for implementation? Make sure you understand how much time this is going to take your dealership, how many of your resources it's going to take, how it's going to be supported, because it is going to impact your business to make a change of this magnitude. So you definitely want to know what the timing is going to be and how long it's going to take. And then lastly, what kind of training do they offer? Is your DMS software going to be a partner, or are they just going to be a vendor who sells you the software and then walks away? These are things you may want to consider in making a decision. Here are a few questions you can ask yourself when weighing your options for a DMS system. Number 1, what DMS works best based on your size of the dealership? Not everything's going to be a one-size-fits-all, and so you want to make sure you're finding a right-size solution that will help you be successful in your current state, but also consider any plans for future expansion. You'll also want to look at whether you are a single location dealership or a multi-location dealership, or whether you have any plans to expand and become a multi-location dealership. Know what your business needs are around consolidating financial information and things like customer, vendor, and inventory lists, and make sure that the system you choose can support the growth and scaling of your business. Number 2, what are your dealership's short and long-term goals? Changing DMS systems is not something you want to do more than once. Really think about whether you plan to expand locations, add locations, consider whether you eventually plan to sell your dealership or if you want to own and operate for the long term. There's additional scrutiny on accounting that requires you to have clean, auditable financial statements if you're entering into a purchase agreement. So make sure that you have a system that is really going to promote good, clean financial statements. The third thing to ask yourself when weighing the options for a new DMS system is whether the vendor will provide adequate security. Ransomware attacks are on the rise. They're an unfortunate reality that's just going to be a part of our lives going forward. So you want to make sure that your vendors offer compliant solutions that will help keep you safe and secure. Share a few thoughts on why I feel you should pick an industry-focused solution. There's so many reasons. First of all, implementing a non-industry focused solution, it just takes a lot of time and requires a strong internal champion committed to making the tweaks to the system to make it work for your business. Also, customization required for a non-industry solution can be time-consuming and expensive. Secondly, you probably just won't get as good of a result with a non-industry solution. It's going to take more time and it's going to cost more money. And you're just going to find that you're always having to adjust your business to fit with the system. If you partner with someone who really understands your business and your industry, they can help provide insights into the business, offer solutions that will help you grow, and also help provide information on industry trends and best practices. At IDS, we work closely with customers to develop products based on their feedback and experiences so that we can ensure the best possible result for our customers. Here's some final thoughts about picking the right DMS for your business. And we haven't talked about this yet. The question about cost. Absolutely, cost is important. And here's some things to focus on when comparing the cost of products. It's important to understand the cost of the product, but also the potential savings that you can gain through automation, optimization, and gains in efficiency. So try to look at the full financial picture. Also, consider what's included in the cost. Is it just the product, or does it include support, training? Make sure that you know what the total all-in cost is, not just for you to purchase this product, but also to implement it and to support it on an ongoing basis. That's it for today. I hope you found this video helpful. Stay tuned for our next video in the DMS 101 series, where I'll share some best practices on how to get the most out of your DMS. If you want to be notified when the next video is released, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell under the video. Until then,